Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Monday, May 19th. We have 12 games in total. We're going to break down all these matchups, look at the rosters, the lineups, the pitching rotations, and try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, though, first things first, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there. I would definitely appreciate it. We're going over every game, every single day, the entire season, and doing the best bets. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we also have all of the other sports news going on. We have the NFL draft just happened. We have college football, transfer portal, spring football. Once the football season starts, we do the same thing every game, every week. We do predictions. We do best bets. Whether you agree or disagree, make sure to drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm going to make sure to respond to every single one of them. We have 12 games in total today. We have a lot of really good matchups coming up. Let's go ahead and get started running through these games. The very first one we have kicking things off is going to be on Fox Sports 1 at 6:40 p.m. We have the 24 and 24 Cincinnati Reds. They'll be facing off versus the 15 and 32 Pittsburgh Pirates. I said it previously. The Pirates, the season got away from them really quick. They need something to kind of light a spark under this team. They are 17 games under 500. Technically, their offense is pretty porous. Pitching's not bad, though. Pitching is doing just enough to get them some wins. They just got to score some runs. Right now, Cincinnati, 60.4% chance to win this game. The Pirates, a 39.6% chance to win. The Reds are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 8.5. The Reds are minus 130. The Pirates are plus 110. Cincinnati, their offense started out the season really slow. They really struggled that first 2 weeks, and they kind of, caught a wave there for about 4 weeks. The last 2 weeks, they kind of been lurching back down. They need to get some runs here. They need to get that offense back on track, but overall, the numbers aren't bad. 4.6 runs a game, 243 average, 53 home runs, 52 steals. That is what you call an extremely balanced offense. There's multiple ways they can beat you: power, speed, and the pitching has been consistent the entire season, only giving up 3.58 runs per game. They are third place in the Central right now. And then looking at Pittsburgh, fifth place in the NL Central, that offense is almost going to drop down into the twos. They're only averaging 3 runs a game. It's one of the worst, if not the worst, in the major leagues. 217 average, 33 home runs, 49 steals. They steal a lot of bases. They just need to find some way to get those guys home when they're in scoring position. 49 steals, a 4.08 ERA. Looking at the pitching matchup today, you're going to have Nick Lodolo going for the Reds this season. 3-4 record, 3.42 ERA for his career, 4.12, 52.2 innings in 8 starts, 42 strikeouts, only 9 walks in 8 starts. You can't really complain about that. And for the Pirates, they have Mitch Keller going for his career, 4.55 ERA so far this season, 1-5 record, 4.14 ERA. 52 innings, 43 strikeouts, only 4 home runs given up in 8 games. He's keeping the ball in the park, but he is giving up some runs. Give me the Reds to win this game. They're the more balanced team. They have the better offense. They have the better pitching staff. They win this one. They cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then at 6:40 p.m., we have the 28 and 19 Chicago Cubs. What a start to the season for the Cubs. One of the best offenses in baseball. Pitching is really starting to get on track. This is going to be a really difficult team to beat. First place in the NL Central. They'll be facing off first the 18 and 27 Miami Marlins. Last place in the NL East. Right now, the Cubs, 63.8% chance to win this game. You have to pay attention here. The Marlins are actually starting to give up some less runs after the series versus the Rays this past weekend. They still give up a lot of runs, but it's technically better than it was last week. The Marlins have a 36.5% chance to win. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Chicago is minus 175. Miami is plus 145. The Cubs, one of the best offenses in baseball, one of the more rounded offenses in baseball. This is not an offense that you want to face as an opposing pitcher. They're definitely going to challenge the Miami pitchers. Right now, they're averaging 5.7 runs a game. That's top 3 in the major leagues. 254 average, 65 home runs. That's top 3. 59 stolen bases. That's top 3. And they're only giving up 3.93 runs a game for the Marlins. The issue this entire season has been their pitching. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game. 248 average, 42 home runs, 39 steals, but they're giving up 5.34 runs per game. That actually used to be 5.8. The number is coming down. It's still high, but it's coming down. Looking at our pitching, you have Ben Brown right now going for the Cubs. He's in his second season here. 3-3 record, 4.75 ERA. Thankfully for him, he has an offense that can score more than 4.75 runs. He has 41.2 innings, 50 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher here that's going to challenge the Miami offense. But Miami, they don't have a bad offense. It's mainly centers around their pitching as their main problem. They have Edward Cabrera going 0-1 record, 5.52 ERA. It's pretty bad. 29.1 innings, 26 strikeouts. He's given up 32 hits. He's walked 13 guys. He's not walking that many guys, but he's putting a lot of guys on base. The Cubs have the offense to make you pay for that. Give me Chicago to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then at 6:45, this is one of more fun interleague matchups. We have the 29-18 New York Mets, first place in the NL East. They'll be facing off first the 23-25 Boston Red Sox. They didn't have their best series this past weekend versus the Braves, and the Mets did not have their best series versus the Yankees. They got to get that offense back on track. Right now, the Mets, a 50.3% chance to win. Boston, a 49.7% here. This is practically split with the fans, and to me, this game is pretty much a 50-50 pick'em. The Mets, though, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. New York, minus 145. The Red Sox are plus 120. You don't get to see these teams face off too much. This is two fun, big baseball markets. It's going to be a good game. Right now, the Mets, the offense did not play the best versus the Yankees, but the Yankees have one of the better pitching staffs in baseball, one of the better bullpens in baseball. Outside of the top three, Lindor, Soto, Alonso, they really got to get that 4 through 9 going. They have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. They still have the number one team ERA in baseball, even after losing the series to the Yankees and the Red Sox. They don't have a bad offense at all, and pitching's not too shabby. The Mets are averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 250, 52 home runs, 34 steals, only giving up 2.88 runs per game. Fenway's a very difficult place for the road team, but the Mets are bringing an elite pitching staff right now. Boston, 4.9 runs a game, hitting 254, 60 home runs. That's technically top 7 in baseball. 49 steals, giving up 4.16 runs per game. The Red Sox are going to have Hunter Dobbins going 2-1 record, 3.9 ERA. He's a rookie, young pitcher, 27.2 innings, 23 strikeouts. He's given up 32 hits in 27 innings, given up some base hits, but only 4 walks, only 3 home runs given up. That's pretty solid there, and he has a pretty good offense to back him up. The Mets have their ace, Kadai Senga, going. When Senga's on, when he's healthy, he might be the best pitcher in baseball. He's at least top 3, top 5. He has a 4-2 record, a 1.02 ERA, 44.1 innings, 42 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of walks, but only 1 home run in 7 starts. That's what you need in Fenway Park. It is a hitter's park. Give me the Mets to win this game to cover the spread. I'm going to go with the under this game. And this next game at 7:05, it's actually a pretty tough one here. It's an under-the-radar matchup at 7:05 p.m. We're going to have the 24-22 Houston Astros on the road here versus the Tampa Bay Rays at 21-25 at home, if you want to call Steinbrenner Field home. Right now, the Rays a 47.5% chance to win this one. Houston a 52.5%, so a very slight edge with the fans, but the Rays are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Tampa Bay, they're minus 135. Houston is plus 115. Houston, they've had a lot of injuries to that offensive lineup. They've had injuries to Altuve. They've had injuries to Alvarez. Once they get him back, obviously he's going to light a massive spark under this offense. But right now they're averaging 4 runs a game, 245 average, 39 home runs, 22 steals. It's the pitching that gives them a shot, especially on the road here. A 3.39 runs given up per game. That is great. The Rays right now, 3.9 runs a game, 242 average, 39 home runs, 57 steals. Very aggressive on the bases, but that's what you need to do to try to generate some runs. And they're giving up 3.91 runs per game. You have to give Houston, though, the edge bullpen-wise. That can make the difference here. Looking at our pitchers, you have Colton Gordon, 28 years old. He's a veteran. I mean, he's a rookie so far this season. Young pitcher, 0-0 record, 6.23 ERA, 4.1 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run given up. Not the best numbers, but a very small sample size. He pretty much got shelled his very first start. He's going up against Rapaport right now for the Rays. 2-5 record, 3.93 ERA, 50.1 innings, 45 strikeouts. He's walked a lot of guys, 17 walks, given up a lot of home runs, basically about 1.1 to 1.2 home runs given up per game. But overall, a very solid pitcher, very consistent pitcher here. I could see Houston having the edge here because they have the bullpen. If this turns into a bullpen game, they have more of the pieces to bring up to maintain, to hold the lead. But I'm going to go Rays winning this one. I'm going to go with them. But I do think it's going to be a 1-1 win. So I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, but the Rays win, and I'm going to go with the under. At 7:40 p.m., we have the 26 and 19 Seattle Mariners first place in the AL West versus the 14 and 33 Chicago White Sox. The White Sox don't have the best record. They also 121 games last season, but believe it or not, they're actually, a somewhat competitive team, very scrappy team, a lot of very close losses. You got to keep your eye on them. Usually they sneak out a couple upset wins. Right now, Seattle, though, they are one of the best teams in baseball. They have a 59.5% chance to win this one on the road. The White Sox a 40.5% chance to win. Seattle's 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Mariners are minus 210. The White Sox are plus 175. Seattle, they're averaging 4.8 runs a game, hitting 238. Look at the power here, 62 home runs, and they have speed, 45 steals, and they have pitching, giving up 3.72 runs per game. The White Sox, they have a very bad offense. Pitching's not too bad. They're only averaging 3.3 runs a game, 217 average, 37 home runs, 37 steals, giving up 4.23 runs a game. They're not necessarily good at anything, but they're a bit of a scrappy team. Right now, the pitching, Luis Castillo right now going for the Mariners for his career, 3.56 ERA. He struck out over 200 people before. Very consistent pitcher throughout his entire career. 3-3 record, 3.65 ERA, so pretty much right on point with his career average. 49.1 innings, 20 strikeouts. If you had a concern there, it's the walks. 20 walks right now in 59 innings, so in a 49 innings. So almost, about a walk 40% of the time. He's only given up 4 home runs, though, in 8 games. It's pretty solid. And then you have Davis Martin going for the White Sox, 2-4 record, 3.65 ERA. He's pitching very well. It's just the White Sox can't generate enough runs to get him a win. 49.1 innings as well. 33 strikeouts. He doesn't walk that many people, doesn't give up too many home runs, but he does give up some base hits. I'm going to go with the Mariners. They're just the better team right now. You got to keep your eye on the White Sox, but I have Seattle winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. And then at 7:40 p.m., the 15 and 30 Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore has really let things get away. They're starting to go down the drain here. They need to capture some type of momentum. It's this offensive roster. It's not a bad offensive roster. They have a lot of power here. They have not reached their potential, and their pitching has been atrocious basically since opening day. They're facing the 22 and 25 Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers, smaller market team, but they excel at playing small ball. They know how to play teams. They know how to be competitive. They know how to generate runs, and they don't have a bad bullpen at all. They definitely have the edge pitching-wise. Right now, the Brewers, 58.2% chance to win. Baltimore, a 41.8% chance to win. But somehow Baltimore is still the Vegas favorite here. 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Orioles are even. The Brewers are minus 120. Baltimore struggling on offense, struggling pitching-wise. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting 231. 53 home runs. A lot of power there. You have to respect the home run power. 24 steals, giving up 5.52 runs per game. That's one of the worst you're going to see today in baseball. The Brewers, 4.2 runs a game. 228 average, 37 home runs, 59 steals. They got to play small ball, got to generate runs. They're giving a 4.14 runs per game. Dean Kremer right now going for the Orioles, probably the worst start of his career right now. For his career, he's about a 4.4 ERA guy. This season, 3-5 record. 5.36 ERA, 50.1 innings, 34 strikeouts. He's given up 10 home runs so far in 8 games, given up 53 base hits. Quinn Priester going for the Brewers, 1-2 record, 4.59 ERA, 33.1 innings, 23 strikeouts. He's walked 21 people. He basically walks 2 guys every 3 innings, puts a lot of people on base. You don't want to do that with the Baltimore Orioles offense that has a lot of home run potential. But I'm still going to go with the Brewers to pull off the upset. I have them going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. And why not a divisional matchup next at 7:40 p.m. The 25 and 21 Cleveland Guardians, third place in the AL Central, versus the 26 and 21 Minnesota Twins, second place in the AL Central. Whoever wins this game is going to make sure that they are second place in the Central. Whoever wins this division is going to be second place in the AL Central. Right now, the Twins, a 65.9% chance to win this game. Let's first give some props to the Twins, coaching staff, to the roster. This team was 7-8 games under 500 3 weeks ago. They fought their way back. They're 5 games over 500 right now, playing great baseball. Pitching has been great the entire season. Cleveland, 34.1% chance to win this game. Fans aren't giving them a chance to win, but you got to put some respect on the Guardians. They're not a bad team by any means. Right now, the Twins, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. Minnesota, they're minus 145. Cleveland is plus 120. The Guardians, they're averaging 4 runs a game, hitting 233, 51 home runs, a lot of power, 36 steals, giving up 4.14 runs per game. Not bad numbers there. Minnesota, 4.1 runs a game. That offense starting to get going. The bats are starting to get hot. 242 average, 45 home runs, 26 steals. But it's the pitching, giving up 3.2 runs per game. That is technically top 5 statistically in baseball. They're at home. Pitching should be able to prosper at home. The Guardians, They have Logan Allen going. He's actually having a really good start to his season right now. The best start of his career. 2-2 record, 3.7 ERA, 41.1 innings, 31 strikeouts. A lot of walks, though. 20 walks given up in 41 innings. That's a 50% walk rate inning-wise. So one walk every 2 innings. And he's obviously given up 3 home runs. Then you have Bailey Ober. Bailey Ober is doing what Bailey Ober does. Very consistent pitcher. 4-1 record, 3.72 ERA, 48.1 innings. This is a strikeout pitcher. The Guardians are going to have to be on their A game here contact-wise. He has 40 strikeouts, 12 walks, 6 home runs. Give me Minnesota to continue to cruise here to win this one, and I'll go with the over. And it's 7:45, another really good one. The 31-16 Detroit Tigers, first place in the AL Central. This team is one of the best teams in baseball, one of the best offenses in baseball, one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. They'll be facing off first the 26-21 St. Louis Cardinals. It is what it is. The St. Louis Cardinals are very hot right now. They have a really good offense. They have a really good batting order. They know how to get on base, and they have a pretty good pitching team right now. They have veterans. They have Nolan Arenado, Contreras, Donovan, Nootbaar. They're scoring a lot of weapons right now. St. Louis, a 60.8% chance to win this one. Detroit, a 39.2% chance to win. St. Louis, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Tigers are plus 135. The Cardinals are minus 160. Detroit, a very good offense. A lot of home run power here. A top 5 offense, 5.4 runs a game, 260 average, 60 home runs, 21 steals, giving up 3.21 runs per game. That is a top 5 pitching staff in baseball. The Cardinals, 4.8 runs a game, and they're hot right now. 262 average. They're right up with them on base percentage, 45 home runs, 31 steals, giving up 3.71 runs per game. For the Tigers, they have Kiter Montero going, 1-1 record, 4.68 ERA, 25 innings, 18 strikeouts, 11 walks in 25 innings, putting a lot of guys on base. Sonny Gray going for St. Louis. Not the best start of his career, very uncharacteristic for his career. He's usually been an extremely consistent guy. 3.53 ERA, pretty much the same performance season in, season out, but this season he just doesn't have the same control. 4-1 record, 4.5 ERA, so a run over his career total. 50 innings, 51 strikeouts. He's striking guys out. He's given up base hits. He's not giving up that many home runs, though, not giving up that many walks. I'm going to go with Sonny Gray to get the win here. I have St. Louis winning this game, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under this game. Then at 8:40 p.m., the 28-18 Philadelphia Phillies, one of the best teams in baseball, one of the more rounded offensive lineups, a very deep offensive lineup, and to me, the deepest pitching rotation in baseball when they're fully healthy. They'll be facing off with the 8-38 Colorado Rockies. It is what it is, the worst team in baseball right now. I feel awful for the Rockies. You have a brutal schedule this season in the deepest, most competitive division in baseball, the NL West. Right now, the Phillies second in the East. 70% chance to win this one. Colorado, a 30% chance. Philadelphia, 2.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. Philly, they're minus 270. The Rockies are plus 220. Phillies heavy favorites here, 4.7 runs a game. Once they get Harper going, you add him with Schwarber here, 15 home runs. Trey Turner, 256 average, 46 home runs, 41 steals, giving up 3.77 runs per game, and they're not even pitching at their best right now. The Rockies, they're struggling. Hitting-wise, they have the worst pitching in baseball by a long shot. It's really bad. They average 3.3 runs a game, 217 average, 41 home runs, 21 steals, giving up 5.8 runs per game. They have Kyle Freeland going, just having an awful season so far. 0-6 record, looking for his first win, but maybe it's today. 6.15 ERA, 45.1 innings, 35 strikeouts. He's given up 64 hits in 45 innings. That is atrocious. He doesn't give up very many home runs, but he basically gives up everything else. Christopher Sanchez going for the Phillies, career 3.5 ERA. This season might be his best season so far. 4-1 record, 2.91 ERA, 43.1 innings, 52 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here. Rockies strike out a lot. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover that massive 2.5 run spread, and I'll still go with the over. And then at 9:45, a very, very difficult game to call. We have the 26-22 Kansas City Royals here. Just the fact that their offense is that bad and they're still 26-22, that's a testament to how elite this pitching it is. And it is elite. They'll be facing off first the 28-19 Sarasota Giants. Look at that, 28-19, and they're third place in the NL West. That's how deep that division is, how competitive that division is. It is by a long shot the best division in baseball. Very deep. Right now, the Giants, a 60.8% chance to win this one. The Royals, a 39.2%. The Giants, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. The Giants are minus 125. The Royals are plus 105. You got to respect the Giants. They've had a strong open of the season, but you have to respect Kansas City's pitching as well. Right now, the Royals are really bad on offense, 3.3 runs a game, 241 average, 30 home runs, 40 steals, giving up 3.07 runs per game. That's top 5 in baseball. The Giants, 4.7 runs a game, 237 average, 50 home runs, 25 steals, giving up 3.36 runs per game. They have the offense and they have the pitching to back it up. Right now, the Royals, Chris Bubic going by far the best open of his career. He's one of the best so far this season. 4-2 record, 1.66 ERA, 54.1 innings, 56 strikeouts, only 3 home runs and 8 starts. You cannot complain about those numbers. And for the Giants, they have the veteran Robbie Ray going 6-0 record. Hasn't even lost a game yet this season. 3.04 ERA, 50.1 innings, 55 strikeouts, only 5 home runs and 8 starts. Both these guys have been elite. Robbie Ray is walking a lot of batters here, but I don't know that Kansas City has the offense to really capitalize on that. Give me the Giants. Now, I'm going to be clear. I'm not going to bet on this game because to me, it is a pick'em game. But I'm going to go with the Giants winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our next game, a West Coast battle at 10:05 p.m. The 20-25 LA Angels here. This team, they hit a lot of home runs or take a top 4 in home runs versus the 22-25 Athletics playing at the minor league stadium in Sacramento. There's been a lot of home runs hit there, smaller ballpark, and the Athletics also hit a lot of home runs. So this game could easily turn into a home run barrage for both teams. Right now, the Athletics, 46.7% chance to win this game. The Angels, a 53.3%. But the Athletics are the Vegas favorites. 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Athletics, minus 125. The Angels are plus 105. But you got to respect the power of both teams. If someone gets on base and the guy behind him hits a home run, that could be the deciding outcome of this game. Just one bat swing. Right now, the Angels are averaging 4 runs a game, hitting 220, 65 home runs, a lot of home runs, 19 steals, giving up 5.08 runs per game. Pitching is awful here for both teams. It pretty much cancels out here. So just basically, who's going to hit the most home runs? The Athletics are averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 251, 58 home runs as well. That's a lot. 21 steals, giving up 5.12 runs per game. Both of these teams can't pitch, but both of them can hit. Both of them can hit home runs. I keep mentioning home runs here. If you have someone playing on this team, there might be a home run. JT Ginn going right now for the Athletics, 1-1 record. 4.61 ERA. Small sample size, though, 13.2 innings, 15 strikeouts. He's given up 4 home runs in 13 innings. That doesn't sit well for the Athletics. Right now, Jose Soriano, for his career, 3.48 ERA this season. He's pretty much right on point. 2-4 record, a 3.46 ERA, 52 innings, 42 strikeouts, a lot of walks here. Only 3 home runs given up in 8 games. I'm going to take those numbers. I'm going to go with the Angels getting the upset, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. And our final game at 10:10 p.m., the 25-22 Arizona Diamondbacks, 25-22, 3 games over 500, and they're still 4th place in the West. They'll be facing off versus the 29-18 LA Dodgers, 1st place in the NL West, the best roster in baseball, but completely decimated by pitching injuries to the starting rotation, to the bullpen here. Both teams have great offenses. Right now, the Dodgers, 58% chance to win this one. The Diamondbacks, a 42% chance to win. Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites. The over-under is 9.5. LA, minus 150. The Diamondbacks are plus 125. These teams have played very competitively, very close games this season. The Diamondbacks, one of the best offenses in baseball. They have a lot of great players here. Suarez, Naylor, Carroll, a lot of weapons, 5.2 runs a game, 255 average, 64 home runs, 43 steals, giving up 4.7 runs per game. The Dodgers also one of the best offenses in baseball. This roster, this lineup is stacked. Freddie Freeman right now hitting 371. It's not Judge's 400, but it's pretty dang good. 5.8 runs a game, 271 average. That's the best average in baseball. 77 home runs. That's number 2 just next to the Yankees. 33 steals, giving up 4.18 runs per game. Pitching is starting to hurt the Dodgers right now, but it's not their fault. A lot of injuries, but they have the offense to make up for it. Both teams have great offenses. When you're looking at the pitching this matchup, you have that going right now for the Diamondbacks. 6-3 record, 3.73 ERA, 50.2 innings, 44 strikeouts, 8 home runs given up. The young guy Nat going for the Dodgers, 2-1 record, 5.89 ERA, 18.1 innings, 20 strikeouts, 3 home runs given up in 18 innings. This is one of those games that could go either way. Both of these teams have the offenses. I would give the Dodgers the overall pitching edge even with the injuries, but Pafat's having a great season so far, but we know the Dodgers, they're going to get their runs. Call it complete lunacy. Call me crazy. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks pulling off the upset here, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. So, guys, that's our predictions. That's our best bets for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Monday, May 19th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I'll respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there with that link. And thanks for watching.